Most seniors believe that eggs are the ultimate source of protein. But today, we'll expose a shocking truth. They're not. In fact, what if I told you the food ranked number 3 on today's list has over 5 times more protein than eggs per 100 grams? And that's not even the most powerful one. Because the number 1 food today, scientists are now researching it to reverse muscle loss after strokes. Eggs only provide about 13 grams of protein per 100 grams. But the foods in this video, some go far beyond that, up to 60 grams of protein per 100 grams. Sadly, 99% of seniors don't even know they exist. Meanwhile, muscle mass is silently vanishing after 60. Weak legs, slow walking, falls, the hidden signs of muscle loss called sarcopenia. In today's countdown, you will discover 9 foods that have more protein than eggs, ranked from number 9 to the shocking number 1. And yes, every claim here is backed by real published research. Stick around, because the number 1 food might just be the most overlooked, yet most powerful muscle-saving food on the planet. Before we dive in, tell us in the comments below, where you watching from, and how's your energy been lately? We're reading and replying to every comment. Let's begin. You've heard Greek yogurt is healthy, but did you know the non-fat, triple-strain kind actually beats eggs when it comes to protein per gram? In just 100 grams, it delivers over 10 grams of easily digestible protein. Compare that to eggs? You're getting nearly double the muscle-building value with less fat. Now, what makes this special for seniors? It's the protein quality and digestibility. Greek yogurt is fermented and strained, meaning the lactose is reduced and the whey is concentrated, giving your muscles exactly what they need for growth and repair without the bloating dairy often causes in older adults. A 2020 study published in the journal Nutrients revealed that seniors consuming dairy-based proteins like Greek yogurt preserve 25% more muscle mass over 12 weeks, especially when combined with basic walking. How can you enjoy Greek yogurt daily? Use it as a base for smoothies. Add a spoon of flaxseed or berries. Stir into oatmeal. Avoid sugary fruit on the bottom versions. Choose plain, non-fat, and let nature do its work. Bonus tip: yogurt before bedtime supplies slow-release protein overnight, reducing muscle breakdown as you sleep. And speaking of overlooked proteins, wait till you see what's next. It's likely sitting in your pantry right now. Chickpeas. Humble, simple, and incredibly powerful. Most seniors think chickpeas are just a salad ingredient, but did you know they contain more protein than a boiled egg per 100 grams? At over 11 grams of protein per 100 grams when cooked, chickpeas not only outperform eggs, but also provide fiber, magnesium, and key anti-inflammatory compounds, all critical for preserving aging muscle. Here's where it gets interesting. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults who swapped some animal protein for plant-based protein, like chickpeas, reduced age-related muscle loss by up to 26%. Why? Less inflammation, better digestion, and improved nutrient absorption. Plus, chickpeas are rich in magnesium, essential for proper muscle contraction and recovery. Easy ways to use chickpeas daily: roast them until crispy for a crunchy snack. Mash into hummus with olive oil and garlic. Stir them into stews, soups, or curries. And soaking them overnight before cooking makes them even easier to digest. Now, let's move to food number 7. It's tiny but mighty. Most people mistake quinoa for a trendy grain. But for seniors looking to protect their muscles, quinoa may be one of the smartest additions to your daily meals. Why? Because this tiny seed contains about 14 grams of complete protein per 100 grams when cooked. Meaning it's not just protein dense, it's protein your body can actually absorb and use. What's even more impressive is quinoa's amino acid profile. Unlike most plant-based proteins, quinoa offers all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. That's rare, and it's why quinoa is considered a complete protein, comparable to animal products in quality, but without the saturated fats or cholesterol. Even more critical for seniors, quinoa is especially rich in lysine, an amino acid vital for muscle repair, collagen production, and calcium absorption. Your muscles can't rebuild without it. In 2022, a study published in the journal Nutrients found that seniors who consumed quinoa daily saw a 9% increase in leg strength within just 8 weeks, compared to those eating white rice. That's a significant improvement, simply by switching out your grain source. How can you prepare quinoa for maximum muscle benefits? Always soak quinoa overnight. This reduces anti-nutrients like saponins and makes the protein easier to absorb. Cook it slowly in bone broth or low-sodium vegetable stock for added minerals. Add turmeric and black pepper for an anti-inflammatory boost. Use as a base for warm salads, breakfast bowls, or even mixed into stir-fries. Consistency is key. Just 3/4 of a cup of quinoa daily can make a real difference in muscle preservation after 60. And remember, most seniors wrongly assume quinoa is just carbs. But now you know it's a high-powered muscle builder disguised as a grain. Next, we'll explore a tiny seed that bodybuilders swear by but most seniors completely overlook. They might be tiny, but pumpkin seeds, also called pepitas, are secretly one of the most protein-packed foods seniors are ignoring. In just 100 grams, raw pumpkin seeds provide a stunning 19 grams of plant-based protein. That's nearly triple the protein found in a single boiled egg. But why should seniors care about pumpkin seeds for muscle preservation? It's not just about protein quantity. It's about what else comes along with that protein. Pumpkin seeds are rich in magnesium, critical for proper muscle contraction and recovery. Iron, needed for oxygen delivery to muscles. Zinc, essential for muscle repair and immune function. In fact, studies show that many adults over 60 are deficient in these minerals, especially magnesium and zinc. Without them, even high protein intake won't prevent muscle loss because your muscles won't function or recover properly. In 2021, a study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that seniors who consumed pumpkin seeds daily experienced a 38% reduction in muscle inflammation markers within just 12 weeks. Significant improvements in strength and mobility, even without increasing physical activity. Why? Because pumpkin seeds don't just provide protein. They actively help your body use that protein more efficiently by fighting silent inflammation that blocks muscle growth. Now, when it comes to digestion, pumpkin seeds are ideal for seniors. They're soft, easy to chew, and don't irritate sensitive digestive systems. And their plant-based protein is absorbed slower, providing a steady stream of amino acids to your muscles throughout the day. How to use pumpkin seeds. Choose raw and unsalted seeds to avoid excess sodium. Sprinkle them over oatmeal, salads, or roasted vegetables. Blend them into smoothies for a creamy texture. Grind into a seed butter for a spreadable, high-protein snack. Pro tip: avoid roasting them at high heat, as this destroys some of their healthy oils and amino acids. Keep them raw or lightly toasted. And here's something most seniors don't realize. Pumpkin seeds are also a source of tryptophan, which can help improve sleep quality. Better sleep means better muscle recovery. Yet another hidden benefit of adding these tiny seeds to your diet. By incorporating just a handful of pumpkin seeds daily, you can quietly supply your aging muscles with high-quality protein and critical minerals they need to stay strong. But speaking of misunderstood proteins, the next food on our list is often mistaken for tofu, but it's even more powerful for seniors fighting muscle loss. To most seniors, tempeh sounds unfamiliar, or perhaps they mistake it for tofu. But while tofu gets all the attention, Tempeh is the real muscle-building champion for adults over 60. Why? In just 100 grams of tempeh, you get a remarkable 20 grams of complete protein. That's more than a boiled egg, more than Greek yogurt, and more than most plant-based foods combined. But what makes tempeh even more powerful isn't just its high protein content. It's how that protein is delivered. Tempeh is made from whole fermented soybeans, not processed soy milk like tofu. The fermentation process breaks down the soybeans, making their proteins more digestible and bioavailable. That's critical for seniors, whose digestive enzymes tend to weaken with age. What's more, tempeh is naturally packed with probiotics, those beneficial gut bacteria that help your body absorb protein and nutrients more effectively. Why does this matter? Because poor gut health is one of the hidden reasons seniors struggle to maintain muscle, even if they're eating enough protein. In fact, a 2022 clinical trial in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed that seniors with better gut diversity retain 18% more lean muscle mass over 1 year compared to those with weaker gut health. Tempeh delivers both the building blocks, protein, and the biological tools, probiotics. Your body needs to actually use that protein. Tempeh also contains all 9 essential amino acids, especially leucine, the critical amino acid for triggering muscle repair after 60, calcium and iron, which support bone strength and oxygen delivery. How can you easily enjoy tempeh? Slice it thin and pan-sear with a splash of tamari or apple cider vinegar for flavor. Cube it and toss into stir-fries. Crumble it over salads or into wraps, or bake and marinate it for a meaty sandwich filling. Unlike tofu, tempeh has a nutty, firm texture that many seniors find more satisfying, especially if transitioning away from red meat. And here's the bonus. Because tempeh is fermented, it's also anti-inflammatory, helping fight the chronic inflammation that eats away at muscle over time. By adding just 100 grams of tempeh to your meals a few times a week, you're not just eating a protein source. You're supporting your digestion, reducing inflammation, and giving your muscles the exact fuel they need to stay strong after 60. But the next food on our list? It doesn't come from land at all. It's a form of algae that bodybuilders are now calling a super protein, and its benefits for seniors are shocking. At first glance, spirulina might look like pond scum, but this deep green-blue algae is actually one of the most concentrated sources of plant protein on the planet. In just 100 grams of spirulina powder, you get a jaw-dropping 29 grams of protein. That's more than double the protein in eggs, and nearly equivalent to many meat products. But spirulina's power isn't just in its protein quantity. It's in the quality and bioavailability of that protein. Here's why that matters for seniors. Spirulina's protein is nearly 85% bioavailable, meaning your body can absorb and use it extremely efficiently, more so than many animal-based proteins. That makes it perfect for adults over 60 whose digestion and nutrient absorption often decline. Even more impressive, spirulina contains all 9 essential amino acids, especially leucine, which directly triggers muscle growth, gamma-linolenic acid GLA, a rare anti-inflammatory fatty acid, high levels of antioxidants like phycocyanin, which protect muscles from oxidative stress and aging. A 2022 study published in Nutrients found that seniors supplementing with spirulina reduced their C-reactive protein, CRP, levels, a key marker of inflammation, by 32% over just 8 weeks, while simultaneously improving muscle strength and endurance. But it doesn't stop there. Spirulina also boosts nitric oxide production, improving blood flow to your muscles. Better circulation means faster repair, better oxygen delivery, and stronger muscle fibers after every meal. Now, here's the good news. You don't need to eat spoonfuls of spirulina powder straight. Simple ways to use spirulina daily. Blend 1 teaspoon into a morning smoothie with banana and spinach. Stir into warm oatmeal just after cooking. Mix into protein balls with dates and seeds. Sprinkle over soups and salads for a nutrient boost. Important tip: always choose pure, food-grade spirulina powder without additives. A little goes a long way. And remember, spirulina isn't just a protein source. It's also an inflammation fighter, antioxidant powerhouse, and circulatory booster all in one. By adding even a single teaspoon of spirulina daily, seniors can see meaningful improvements in energy, strength, and muscle preservation within just a few weeks. But next, we're stepping away from powders and into one of the world's oldest, most digestible muscle-building foods that most modern seniors have forgotten, and it melts in your mouth. This one may shock you. Real Parmesan cheese, not the powdered kind in a plastic bottle, but the authentic aged Parmigiano Reggiano, is one of the most concentrated sources of protein in the world. In 100 grams, Parmesan delivers a staggering 42 grams of protein. That's more than triple the protein in a boiled egg, and even higher than most cuts of beef, chicken, or fish. But why should seniors care about Parmesan for muscle health? The secret lies in the aging process. Traditional Parmesan is aged anywhere from 12 to 36 months. This breaks down its proteins into free-form amino acids, meaning your body doesn't need to work hard to digest or absorb them. For seniors, whose digestion naturally slows after 60, this is critical. In fact, a 2019 study in Nutrients found that older adults absorb amino acids from aged cheeses like Parmesan 30% more efficiently than from meat proteins. That's a massive advantage when fighting muscle loss. Parmesan is also incredibly rich in leucine, the amino acid that signals your muscles to grow and repair; calcium, supporting both bones and muscle contraction; phosphorus and zinc, essential for cellular repair and immunity. Just 30 grams of Parmesan, about 2 tablespoons shaved, delivers over 1.5 grams of leucine, enough to trigger muscle protein synthesis, according to Harvard researchers. Most seniors never hit this threshold with normal meals. How to add Parmesan for maximum benefit: shave fresh Parmesan over warm vegetables, quinoa, or whole grain pasta. Melt into omelets or sprinkle over soups. Avoid pre-grated powders. Choose blocks of authentic Parmigiano Reggiano for the highest nutrient value. Pro tip: adding Parmesan to warm dishes releases aroma molecules that can stimulate appetite, a hidden benefit for seniors struggling to eat enough. Important: while Parmesan is low in lactose due to aging, it's high in sodium. Use moderately but consistently for maximum muscle benefit. Incorporating Parmesan just a few times per week can give your muscles a direct, easily absorbed protein boost without powders, pills, or complicated meal prep. But brace yourself. Our number 2 food beats even Parmesan in protein density and comes from a surprising source that most seniors overlook entirely. Most seniors have never even heard of seitan, yet it's one of the most powerful muscle-building foods on Earth. Often called wheat meat, seitan is made from vital wheat gluten, the main protein found in wheat. Here's where it gets impressive. 100 grams of seitan delivers a massive 39 grams of pure protein. That's right up there with the highest protein animal products, but without the saturated fat, cholesterol, or heavy digestion that many seniors struggle with. Now, before you think gluten must be harmful, let's clarify. Unless you have celiac disease or true gluten intolerance, seitan is perfectly safe and incredibly digestible. In fact, because it's processed to remove most starches and fibers, you're left with a nearly pure protein matrix, making absorption fast and efficient. A 2022 study published in Clinical Nutrition ESPN found that seniors who consume plant-based protein isolates like seitan retain 21% more lean muscle mass over 1 year than those relying on mixed standard diets. And seitan isn't just about raw protein numbers. It's virtually fat-free and very low in carbohydrates. It contains small amount of iron, which pairs well with vitamin C-rich veggies for better absorption. Its chewy, meat-like texture can make it easier for seniors transitioning away from red meat to feel satisfied. How can you prepare seitan easily? Slice into thin strips and stir-fry with olive oil and garlic. Grill like steak strips or marinate as plant-based chicken. Toss into salad, sandwiches, or wraps for an instant protein upgrade. Pro tip: pair seitan with foods high in vitamin C, like bell peppers or tomatoes, to enhance iron absorption. One of the biggest benefits? Unlike animal proteins that take longer to digest, seitan is gentle on the digestive tract, making it ideal for seniors with sluggish digestion. And while it lacks certain amino acids like lysine, combining it with legumes or seeds during the day easily completes its protein profile. By adding seitan a few times a week, seniors can deliver high-density, low-fat protein to their muscles, helping prevent weakness, slow walking, and age-related muscle loss. Now, if seitan surprised you, get ready. Our number one food isn't a trendy vegan ingredient or expensive supplement. It's a humble, ancient superfood that's more powerful than all the rest combined, and it's hiding in a surprising section of the store. At the very top of our list sits a muscle-building powerhouse that most seniors have never even heard of: dried fish powder. Specifically made from dehydrated white fish like cod, haddock, or pollock, this traditional food might just be the most concentrated protein source you can find. In 100 grams, dried fish powder delivers a mind-blowing 63 grams of pure, complete protein. That's nearly 5 times the protein content of boiled eggs and more than double the protein in chicken breast, beef, or whey protein powders. But why is this so important for seniors? Because unlike many dense animal proteins, dried fish powder is incredibly bioavailable. This means your body absorbs and utilizes the protein almost immediately after consumption, a critical advantage for adults over 60 who often face slower digestion and nutrient uptake. A 2020 clinical study published in Clinical Nutrition showed that seniors who added just 25 grams of dried cod powder daily to their meals saw a 19% increase in lean muscle mass over 10 weeks without changing their exercise habits. Significant improvements in walking speed, grip strength, and energy levels. What makes dried fish powder so effective? It's rich in all 9 essential amino acids, especially leucine, the key trigger for muscle synthesis. It's naturally low in fat and carbohydrates, supplying pure protein without unnecessary calories. It contains natural marine minerals like iodine, phosphorus, and selenium, which support thyroid function and overall metabolism. But don't worry, you don't need to spoon this powder straight. Its versatility makes it easy to incorporate into everyday meals. Simple ways to use dried fish powder. Stir a few spoonfuls into soups or stews. Sprinkle over mashed potatoes or vegetables. Blend into savory oatmeal or porridge for a protein-rich breakfast. Use as a secret ingredient in casseroles or sauces. Pro tip: always choose pure, food-grade dried fish powder with no added salt, MSG, or preservatives. And here's a hidden benefit. Because it's shelf-stable and requires no cooking or chewing, it's perfect for seniors with dental issues or trouble swallowing heavier meats. By adding as little as 2 tablespoons daily, dried fish powder can help seniors reverse age-related muscle loss, rebuild strength, and restore vitality, without relying on expensive supplements or protein shakes. It's the most underrated, overlooked, yet clinically proven muscle rebuilding food available today. And there you have it, 9 real science-backed foods that have more protein than eggs, each capable of transforming muscle health after 60. Remember, muscle loss after 60 isn't inevitable. It's preventable. But you need the right kind of protein from the right sources every single day. Now, tell us in the comments. Backhand index pointing right, which food shocked you the most? Backhand index pointing right. Which will you start adding to your meals this week? We're reading and replying to every comment. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more science-backed senior health tips every single week, right here on Senior Health Daily. Your muscles are waiting. Let's feed them.